Parents of children with cognitive, physical, or developmental challenges know how difficult it can be to find inclusive programs, but the city of Roseville is working to change all of that. They have a number of adaptive programs now available, and this morning we want to welcome Alicia Moyer with the city of Roseville to explain some of these programs. Thanks for being with us.
Yeah.
What are some of the programs now available through the city of Roseville?
Yeah, we have a ton actually available right now that are already inclusive. We have some top programs where kids can come in and do crafts at their own pace. We have adaptive swim lessons that we have instructors who can tailor the swim lessons specifically to a child with any disabilities. And we have a lot of events that are inclusive constantly and that are we tailor to help with overstimulation. So.
And describe some of the challenges that children in a setting, say like a loud playground or
Sure.
a birthday party, or those are some of the things that kids may encounter, and it's difficult for them to deal with that sensory overload.
Absolutely.
We've kind of heard before. How can your programs help out with that?
Yeah, so we have some new things that we're introducing into our programs. We have these sensory kits that kids can use. I'm using one right now for my nerves.
Hey, you're doing a great job kind of keeping those nerves calm on live TV.
So yeah, you can use these to kind of channel your energy for anyone that has overstimulation of sound. We do offer noise canceling headphones, so kids can put them on and it'll kind of drown out some of the sound a little bit to help them with that overstimulation of anything that might be going on. And we have kits for tots, but we also have some teenage sensory kits as well. These are very popular with these poppers.
Pop-its.
Yes,
Yep.
So we offer them in our programs, and people can request them through our email.
And how did the city of Roseville recognize that there was a need for this type of programming and these types of resources that are now available?
Yeah, we've actually just had such an overwhelming ask from the community itself, and we have a great event supervisor who is starting to notice that and trying to make these programs and create these events for them, and she's doing a wonderful job at trying to do that. So,
and I'm sure that people are hearing this now and they're thinking, wow, that sounds like it's really well suited to my child or a family member. How can they get more information about the programs and services available to special?
We have a specific website at roseville.ca.us/adaptive, and we have all of our programs listed on there that we offer currently. We have the events coming up, and we actually have a focus group that we are doing October 25th at 5:30 that we want to get more information from the community and what they want.
Excellent information, fabulous resources now available, and I'm sure a relief for parents who are hearing this who feel as though their children really need these types of services.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we're looking forward to serving them.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.